Okay, recording. This is outside my apartment building. And as I mentioned, there are three rentals. And the rest of these buildings are condos. They're fairly vintage. This is a rental. These two buildings down here are rentals. And this is my building. That's a rental. And further down the block is the park. So at the end of the block I have a park, a huge park called Margate Park, and across the park is the lake. It's a little cloudy today in Chicago. It's been cloudy this whole weekend. We had a lot of rain yesterday. So you can see some of these buildings. These are condos, as I mentioned. Let me see if I can walk a little steady down the street. The real nice thing about this neighborhood, as it was in my old neighborhood, is that there's a lot of shopping. Oh my God. Any time of the day, 24/7, you can shop for almost anything. Restaurants are open. Walgreens, CVS. All right. Our alley. And the reason I'm showing you the alley is because our mayor is a fanatic about keeping the alleys clean. There's a story that this is another condo building. There's a story that he actually gets up in the middle of the night, takes his limo driver up and down alleys to make sure that the alleys are clean. I don't necessarily believe that story, but it sounds good. All right, this is a Taliban building. I'm kidding, of course, but it's full of Islamics. And how do I know these people are Islamic? Because the women wear the burqas and the kids walk around with their Qurans. And they're very friendly. The children are extremely mannerable and very friendly. All right, across the street we have a little strip mall. There's a Subway, currency exchange. So again, it's very, very convenient. I don't know if you can see this. We have buses 24/7, and on the corner there's a McDonald's. Let me see if I can get the McDonald's in view. And there's also a Chase Bank on the corner. Now there's a grocery store going up, Dominic's, which is one of our bigger grocery stores. So that'll make it really convenient for, I don't want to follow this lady. That'll make it really convenient for grocery shopping. Okay, this is the Edgewater section that I live in. And if you go further east, about 3 or 4 blocks, okay, there's the McDonald's, there's the Chase Bank on the corner. So if I need some money, I'm really, really close by. But on the other side, going east of this section, is Andersonville, which is much more expensive. Like, I'm paying almost $900, not quite, for my 1-bedroom apartment. So in Andersonville, I'd be paying at least $950 for a 1-bedroom. This is another building that houses a lot of Pakistanis and Indians and Africans. They're all from Islamic religions. I'm going to try to get to the corner and show you one of our tall condominiums. As I mentioned, it's very foggy, so you might be able to see and you might not. But we're coming in view of one of the many tall condominiums on Sheridan Road. Okay, that's the Dominic's on the corner. And across the street from this condominium, we have a lot of rentals again. But this area is very, very heavily dominated with condos. The average condo goes for about, let's say, $140,000 for a 1-bedroom. It's about average. And I can't afford that. Not on my salary. So looks like I'll be a renter here in Chicago for a very long time unless I can get something, you know, on the cheap. So I'm going to turn this off. It's Sunday morning, about 7:30. As you can see, a lot of traffic. A lot of people are out walking, running, riding their bike. You can come outside any time of the day or night, and there's all kinds of activity. And as you see, a lot of these neighborhoods, at least on the north side, is very dense with buildings. So I feel very safe, not only walking the streets, but I also feel safe in my building because the landlord has cameras everywhere. So I'm going to turn this off. This gives you a bit of a look at the neighborhood and what it looks like on the north side. Sorry, not the south side, on the north side of Chicago. Bye-bye.